Livers. She is an author and a publisher. So I wanted her in particular to talk to us about her new book. She was with us a few weeks ago to talk about previous work. She has a new book out, and she actually has a publishing company. So I wanted her to speak to those writers and aspiring authors out there who are interested in getting their work published and what that involves, and also talk to her about how to get your book into libraries and self-publishing and all of those things. So welcome to the Women's Song Community Experience. Dr. Livers, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you. I'm glad to join you this evening.
Wonderful, wonderful. So let's start with your new book. I have that book, and I am going to get right on that. But can you just tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, the book is entitled The Snatching Away. Now, this book deals with the coming apocalypse based on the ancient, my translating of the ancient Greek and biblical manuscripts, in which the Bible is translated from. Gone through it, and what you'll find in this book is that individuals, we talked about the rapture, the snatching away, dealing with the rapture. If you heard about the rapture, in church or just heard from anyone concerning the snatching away of Christians, just before the apocalypse or in the mid-term of the apocalypse, or maybe even they call it pre-rapture and mid-rapture and post. So what I've done, I've gone in the manuscripts and began to translate, to get detail concerning which is it. I mean, will the Christians be snatched away pre-trib or mid-trib or when? And found out that there are three categories. Now, this deals with the categories of Christians. There are three categories of Christians according to Matthew, and the rank of each of those groups of Christians. That's what this book deals with. And also, not only that, but it explains that many probably have heard concerning when the Word of God speaks of being snatched away, of course. And what I've done here is gone through and shared the character that one must have in order to hear him say, "Well done, my good and faithful servant," and just various details like that. But translating, but actually publishing a book. To get into that, my first book was written in '99 and released to the public in '99. There are various steps that's necessary to take if you're an inspiring writer. First thing you want to do is just sit down and begin to put notes on paper or sit at your typewriter. Anymore, people don't do the double work, put it on paper, then typing it up. But it's up to the individual. So sit down and begin putting your ideas down on paper. And if you have something, if you're a poet, or if you have a story in you, a novel, or even nonfiction, begin to put it down on paper, and then you take the first step first, and that's begin writing. And then you want to look into how to go about finding a publisher. But before you even find a publisher, the first thing an individual needs to do is once they begin writing or finish their script, they want to make sure they get a copyright on it. Okay, have it copywritten. And you can go online. Information. I mean, this is the information era that we're in. You just go on the computer and type in copyright, and then pull up where you want to apply, the form you will need, any information you need, you can find pretty much online, or go to the library. It's very convenient to go to the library and just have a librarian show you where to go in the library, what book you'll need for the information that you'll need. And a lot of times it's very difficult, though, to find a publisher. And so what I did was I decided to go on and I was encouraged by my husband to just, why don't you publish it yourself? And the idea, I thought, publish it myself. But it turned out to be an excellent suggestion from him. And so I went about searching out how to go about publishing. And I've been having a company do all my printing. There are some companies that actually will typeset your information, publish it, set up book signings for you. I mean, at a cost for sure, but your book will be published and would even be in Barnes and Nobles, because what they do, they make sure that your cover is excellent. Is a high enough quality to be in a bookstore. So that's pretty much what you would go through. But what I did, I actually typeset my own book, because there's also companies where you can actually just they will share with you how to typeset it yourself. All they do is print, and this company is called Morris Publishing, and you can go to morrispublishing.com and get that information, because they actually have a template where you don't have to set your margin yourself. You just download the template, and then you start typing. I just love it. I like that. I like being in control more, because I want to be able to get as much from my writing as possible as far as income is concerned. But with the other companies where they actually typeset and everything, so they actually have they own a part of your book. Okay. They own a part of it, yes.
Okay. So you mostly did the self-publishing, but you set up your own publishing company, Shahar Publishing.
Yes.
For the purpose of publishing your books. Do you publish others' books?
No, I don't publish books. I mainly set up Shahar Publishing for my intellectual properties only, and so far I've written 2 books. I'm working on I'm working on a curriculum now. Okay. That I will also have an ISBN number for. So every book that you write, you need to get an ISBN number. But now, like Morris Publishing, the one that does the printing for me, I do my own publishing, but they print it out for me. I design my own cover, all of that. But this particular company called Morris Publishing, they with you step by step. If you call them, they'll send you a booklet out for everything that you might need, even templates on your book cover.
Okay.
So I've been with them for years, yes.
Priceless information. Thank you for sharing that.
Well, another thing, I really enjoyed listening when you were talking about the wife at being at home and her priorities. I really enjoyed that, because I was a homemaker, but didn't and took care of my 3 children for 30 years. Because my oldest and my second were almost 8 years apart. So I was home for quite a while, and I really enjoyed it, because I did see that as very valuable. And in the meantime was when I was able, while the children were in school, because I started them in preschool, when they were in school, that was when I began to take my classes and began to study languages, the Old Testament Hebrew and New Testament Greek. And I'll tell you, to see those children grow up well balanced, there's no better reward. So I wouldn't allow the world to dictate to me, you should be out here, hey, doing something, but that was doing something, so more valuable to have your children grow up to be an asset to society instead of a liability.
Absolutely. Great punctuation to that. Thank you Dr. Livers.
Thank you.
I appreciate you stopping through. Thank you.